Happy weekend, social media family. Happy weekend. I hope you had an um, amazing, productive, intentionally week. And I hope you are working towards your goals. You're making some strides towards your goals. And most importantly, you're leading with positivity and you're understanding that you are on a journey for those of you who are. This might not be applicable for everybody. This might just be saying again, welcome, welcome, and happy weekend. But for those who are on a journey like myself, um, I hope that you're being patient with yourself as you're on a journey and understanding that small baby steps. That's all it takes is small baby steps is what matters. Okay, taking it step by step, day by day. So we're gonna dig in the next minute or so into our topic. All right, into our topic. Feel free to interact, engage, ask questions. It's a beautiful day that God has allowed us to wake up and see this new day. So we're gonna be talking the next maybe a couple more seconds. We'll just jump into our topic about when your paycheck is not enough. When it's not enough, what does that look like, my people? What is when it's not enough? Especially my immigrants in the diaspora. What does that look like? So get your beverage, get you some popcorn, whether it's chips, whether it's chin chin, plantain chips, whatever that looks like. Join in. Let's discuss about when your paycheck is not enough. What does that look like? What's the way forward, right? Because there's a problem on hand. Well, let me say for those of you who think and understand that when your paycheck is not enough. Now, for some people might, be comfortable and say their paycheck that they get, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, is enough. But this subject matter is for the ones who understand and identify that when your paycheck is not enough, what does that look like moving forward, right? And I want to thank the ones who are joining in on this beautiful day to connect with me. Let's talk about when your paycheck is not enough. I love this type of topic, my people, because again, my immigrants in the diaspora, they are struggling. And I'm not speaking to all the ones, every single person, but it's not just, how can I put it? It's not just for the ones who are not educated, who are career professionals. It's for a lot of us who are living from paycheck to paycheck. My name is Crystal. As you all know, I'm a mom of 4 amazing children. I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, and I'm a registered nurse. And most important, I can happily and boldly say I'm a proud mentor and a digital business owner. All right. As of you all know, maybe the ones who don't know and are new to my platform, thank you so much for joining. Some might sit and say, why are you a home nurse? You wanted to become, a digital business owner or have your own online business. You make so much money. Nursing is lucrative. There's job security. Newsflash, my people. Newsflash. I do not want to be stuck and confined to 4 walls anymore. I didn't want to be stuck and confined. That is why I needed a plan B. I got tired of working and being burnt out, working those between 8 to 16-hour shifts, 5 to 6 days a week. I got tired. I got burnt out. Okay. I grew up seeing that cycle. And I also repeated the cycle. And I was sacrificing too much. And that is when I realized that there's no pay for being away from my family, my children, my husband, my mom. There was no pay for that. I don't care if you pay me whether it's $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month, and that might be on the high end. But there's some nurses who are doing that because they're putting in those hours. But for me, I recognized at some point that enough was enough. I didn't want to be doing that. I wanted to be present for my family. I wanted to participate in family events, activities. I wanted to go to their soccer practices and their tutorials. And I wanted to be that mom that I could know their teachers, go to PTA meetings, take them to go play tennis. I wanted to be that mom that is present for them. I wanted to be that mom that if they have an emergency, I can pick them up right away. But when I was working those long hours, I couldn't do any of those things. So that's what made me understand that there is no pay for you sacrificing that time and energy that you give to take care of other people. Meanwhile, you're sacrificing, but I call it, I want to say neglect. Some might not say it's neglect because you're providing financially, but you're not part of the day-to-day activities, the upbringing, the raising. You're not there to have those conversations with your children. So who's supposed to be there? That's when they turn to social media. They turn to friends. They start engaging in things that they have no business engaging in because you're not there to, provide them those talks and the tools on how to, navigate life. You understand? I didn't want to let my kids fall into that. It doesn't mean that they cannot. Of course, it's by God's grace, right? God's grace. But I want to be present. So that made me want to become an online business owner. So enough about me. How did I understand that my paycheck was not enough? Because of what I just told you about the burnouts, sacrificing, not being with my family, not being present, okay, for my husband and other people in my family, in my household, and not even being present for myself. That is what triggered me to say I need to do something different. I didn't want to wait for someone to tell me, how my days are spent, how my time is spent. What would I do on weekends? Because I got tired of that. I couldn't go on vacations. Hi, sis. Love you loads, sis. Love you loads. I did not want to miss out. All right. So now, for my people who are watching, I want to ask that, have you identified that your paycheck is not enough? Have you identified it? Now, let me shock you. For the ones who have not identified, or maybe possibly have identified, but they're, maybe too scared to make a bold step, they're not sure how to go about saying, what can I do different? Or what does the plan B look like? Let me shock you. I understand. It might be scary. Uncertainty is lurking. It's okay. It's normal. It's a normal phenomenon, normal feeling. But what I can say is this, especially for us in the healthcare field, that we face injuries all the time while taking care of other people. Okay. What happens when you have that one injury at work? What does that look like? And you have to have surgery, and your doctor tells you that your healing process and your recovery process requires you to be bedridden for 6 months. What happens when your healing and your recovery process, pretty much entails that you cannot go back? I love you, sis. Thank you. Oh, I love you. What does that look like when they say inside your healing and recovery process requires 6 months of bed rest, and you cannot go back to that your physical demanding job? Did you sit and wonder what that looks like as far as for your household dynamics financially? Or what does that look like when that paycheck to paycheck that you're waiting for every weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, you have a paycheck error? What does that look like? You already anticipated that when I get this paycheck, I'm going to pay all these bills, sort myself out, do one or two things. Voila, bam. The check comes, but it doesn't come in the amount that you anticipated. You might have a turn-off notice circulating somewhere there in your bills, and you know that this check will come. I can pay off that bill so that I don't have a turn-off notice, whether it's for your lights, whether it's your gas, or whether it's for your cable internet and your phone house service. What does that look like? Like, people will have these type of hard conversations within themselves, that what does my plan B look like? And to understand that paycheck to paycheck is not the route. And I'm not gonna say that you need to have multiple jobs, because that's gonna be giving you the multiple paychecks. No, this is when you have to learn that you have to leverage that you're scrolling on social media when you're bored or you want to have some laughs. You can use that to create additional stream of income. This is the time. Okay? You don't need to be confined working one job. And I'm not saying quit your job, but what I'm saying is explore different options that are in front of you, that's presented to you, that can be life-changing. Why this online business? Because definitely this online business, I know you have been seeing it. If it's not through me, you've been seeing it in the lenses to other people. Not only are they showing their results, they're showing their face on social media, but this business is changing lives. And it's not just about making the money. As you're changing people's lives, the commission will follow. But what am I saying, my people? You need to start. Let me not tell you what to do. I'm going to encourage you to start making those life-changing decisions. Start thinking real deep. Will I be doing this for the rest of my life? Or let me say to not rest of your life, but 65, 70. How long will I keep doing this? Will my body be able to endure what I'm doing? Not just only your body, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, because I know that some of us work in toxic environments. Some of us are commuting sometimes 1 hour, 30 minutes, or maybe going to the next town or the next state. You know, how long will I keep enduring all this? 1 hour, 30 minutes to go to work, 1 hour, 30 minutes to come back to a long commute. How long will I keep doing this? How long will I keep sacrificing time away from my family? Most of us will sit and say, I'm doing this to provide for my family and make my family comfortable. But the reality is that, especially for us immigrants who have children, if you ask your children, they just want your presence. And your presence doesn't have anything to do with monetary value. Being a provider is one thing, but being physically present is what matters the most for the people who love and show up for you. So again, you have to start asking yourself, is it really worth it? Are you going to wait till when they're old and grown adults when you want to stop becoming a parent to them? Are you going to wait till when you have that fatal injury? Let me not say fatal, because fatal means that you're not going to be present anymore. Are you going to wait till you have that serious injury or that serious emergency that can keep you away from your job? Not intentionally, my people. Not intentionally either. But things happen in life. There are some turns and situations that we don't anticipate for, but it happens. And if you're not well equipped to deal with those situations when those matters arise, what does that look like? What is the way forward? And this is why I say this business comes into play. You see, this online business it's such an amazing opportunity and chance to get back your life, get back your freedom, and most importantly, you can plan your tomorrow. This business will give you all above and beyond. Now, let me emphasize and clarify this. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not an overnight thing. No. Everybody's results can vary as an online business owner. Let me just put that out there. It's not an overnight success. But what I can tell you is this. This business, I can swear with my 10 toes down that in the next 2-3 years, your life can change. As you invest in yourself by starting an online business, I promise you in the next 2-3 years, you won't even recognize yourself. And in return, this business will give you that freedom. It will give you above and beyond. And the most important thing is that as you're having that freedom and that success from this online business, you would have touched so many families' lives. That's the most rewarding part. In addition to the commission and the money that you make. And of course, in addition to God's blessings that will follow you, you're impacting people. That is the most rewarding part about it. You're part of someone else's success. But the question to yourself is, how long will you keep doing what you're doing? Are you willing to invest in yourself? Or do you want to be living in the life of a vicious circle, or let me say a cycle, where someone is going to be planning you how your days are spent, how your time is spent? Somebody will be in the form of a job or in the form of a career. They'll be leveraging your time, energy, and resources to build their legacy, to build, or let me say, build their empire, to accomplish their goals. Yes, that is what someone else's, let me say, job or profession is doing to you. I am not anywhere, let me make this clear too. I'm not anywhere near saying quit your job. No, this is just something. And it's not just something, it's a way to create your plan B. And this plan B, called an online business, can unlock and create multiple streams of income right in the comfort of your home, my people. You don't have to go anywhere. You can run your business any location that is comfortable, deemed fit for you. Meanwhile, your job, I know that there's some remote jobs, yes, but you are building someone else's empire. So why, instead of waiting till you're 65 or 70 to create that retirement, why not start creating and building early retirement now by investing in yourself and learn about this amazing online business? The only online business that I can really say with my full chest that you do not need any experience. You don't need anything but the willingness to learn and to grow and invest in yourself, and your life can change in the next 2-3 years. But you see, on the contrary, I understand. Let me play devil's advocate. Even for the ones who are professionals, they're going up the ladder. At the end of the day, your profession, your career, or your job, there's going to always be a ceiling or a cap to what you can make. That is the honest reality. Nobody or no job or career can pay you what you can pay yourself through your own online business that you can run in the comfort of your bedroom. That's the reality. And I'm gonna go on the high end. That person that is making, let me say, 20,000. I'm even exaggerating. But let's say you make 20K a month with all the sacrificing on the back end, because trust me, the more they pay you, the more you're sacrificing, the more you're giving to your job or your career. Okay? That's the reality. That's a fact. In this amazing business, we are doing wonderful things in the comfort of our kitchen or in our home without going anywhere. And even if we want to travel or whatever, be in Mount Kilimanjaro, the business will still run and we will still make money. But you see, our jobs or careers were limited. We have to be at that job. We have to be present. You have to work your butt off before you get that 5% raise that the taxes will cut off anyway. So let me say, depending on where you are, but if you're in America or you're in Canada, they will cut it with taxes. All that 5% or 6% raise you're waiting for. You see? Nobody will pay you what your own business can give to you. And let me also sit and say, I know I said if you start an online business in the next 2 to 3 years, your life can change. Picture it like this, my people, especially my immigrants who are always looking for overtime. They're looking for maybe extra shifts. They're working multiple jobs. Put it like this. You can be at this job for the next 10, 15, 20 years. You will never, ever, ever be able to pay or get paid what you can make as an online business owner. That's just a fact. You will not. I have seen people in my business community, and this is true fact, that they're making 6-7 figures without clocking in and clocking out. What job will give you that? And I'm just even exaggerating. Even if they did pay you that, which they're not gonna do that anyway. But if they did, you best believe you are definitely sacrificing a lot on the back end. A lot. So instead of spending 5, 10, 15 years at one job where, let me be honest, you will never have close contact to rub minds or elbows with millionaires, like how this online business enables you and gives you that privilege to rub minds with people who are making 5, 6, 7 figures. You will never have that privilege to. You're going to be only surrounded with other employees that have an employee mentality to get extra shifts. But you see, in our online business community, you're meeting so many people globally. Not only are you just meeting, you're learning and you're growing. And as you're learning and you're growing, that's how your business is definitely growing and is generating you more income. Not just more income, but multiple streams of income. Because as you're learning and you're growing, you're pouring back what you learned into your business, which equips your business to grow and flourish. And in return, you're making money. And it's not just about making money. This thing is a movement. It's the movement. It's the lifestyle. And you're impacting so many other families to show them the way on how to create passive income in the comfort of their home. And I emphasize again, you do not need any experience, just the willingness to learn and to grow. So my people, I'm encouraging you. Use your time as you're working. Invest in yourself. Invest in your plan B. Come and learn about this online business. And let me say, it's a taxable, authentic, legitimate online business. Use your time and your finances and your resources to definitely invest in yourself. Invest in your tomorrow so your tomorrow can be great and bright. I am using my voice and my presence as a vessel because I started my journey on social media. And where I was 17 months ago is not where I am. I'm not in that same spot thanks to my online business. But you see, you could be at your job. Again, like I say, and I say this with all respect, you can be at your job the next, 5, 10, 15 years, and you're just waiting for that evaluation for your performance or whatever, and waiting for that 5% raise. But you see, this business, there's no ceiling or cap to what you can make. It just takes your dedication, your consistency. That's it. And the business, what do? We just leverage social media. Social media is it's like our playground to get your message across. And your message is just to provide value. And what is the value? You talk about our online business. That's all you have to do. And 90% is done for you in the background with the tested and proven business model that is doing all the heavy legwork for your business to run. How about that, people? How about that? How can you go wrong with that? I don't think you can go wrong with investing in your future. You see, I will not lie to you. There are jobs and careers that are meant to keep you where you are. Clock in, clock out. And I say this with all respect. Use that time as you're working to start investing in yourself and for your tomorrow. So that your tomorrow is not spent someone telling you in the form of a job or career what your day looks like, how your time is spent, when you can go on vacation. When the school nurse calls, say, come pick up your child because they have a bloody nose or a temperature. You can go run and be there and present for your child. If you have to have a medical procedure done, you're not stressing about, or you're saying, you know what, I have to delay my procedure because who's going to work? How am I going to get a paycheck? That is what the business does. It gives you your freedom. It opens the doors to freedom. It opens the doors for you to live life on your own terms. You see, our jobs and our careers do not allow us to live life on our own terms. It doesn't give you that. People might think that you're paycheck to paycheck, and I always use 20K. That's even, again, that's an overstatement because some people's income monthly could be 5,000. And I'm talking 20K for us who are in the medical field. That's why I use that. But I know it's an exaggeration. It's never enough, my people. That's the whole point. And I understand that many of us immigrants in the diaspora here, some things are just scary right now. Things are scary. I get it. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of fear of the unknown. If I take a step to try to figure out what can I do or how can I do it, who do I talk to? I don't have the money to start any business. Do not be scared, is what I'm going to encourage you. When you want to start something, anything that's out your comfort zone, it's okay not to know everything and have all the pieces put together. My brother and my sister, it's very okay. It's normal not to know everything. But you know what? I want to encourage you and then tell you that there is a way that you can learn how to start and create your plan B. There is a way you can start learning how to create your freedom. Even if you don't have all the answers, that's okay. Most of us who became online business owners, we didn't know the way forward. All we knew was that we had a burning desire to change our narrative. That's all we knew. We knew we had a burning desire to change our narrative, and that burning desire to be present for our families. That is what gave us the courage to say we have to push forward and do something different. And that's why many of us started an online business. I cannot speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself that I know I want my tomorrow to be great. And it's already coming to light. It's already unfolding. Small is unfolding. I don't have to be a six-figure earner yet in my business to know that my future is bright. It's very much bright because I'm surrounded with a huge global community where I'm learning all the tips, strategies, and techniques to make my business successful. And as I'm learning these techniques, my business is flourishing. Life is good. Life is progressing. So I want you all to be bold, to be audacious enough, to take a chance and invest in your future. Come and learn more about this amazing online business that is not transpiring. Look at me, I'm using the wrong words. Sorry, Sha. Sorry. It is transforming so many of us immigrants' lives in the diaspora. Come and learn. Come and see something. And it may sound too good to be true. This business has given me back so many things that for me, I knew that I could not ever have. So many basic things that I could not do, I'm able to do. The biggest thing of it all that this business has done for me. Well, anyway, I cannot even say which one is the biggest because there's so many big and great things. But for me to start this business with 4 jobs and now I just work on call, 1 job when I choose to, is because of this business. The business is real. The system works. It's that business model that made me not have the 4 jobs anymore. It's the business model that is helping my business, that enabled me to have my weekends and my days to spend with my family. It's the business and the business model that has enabled me whereby I can just work when I choose to as a case manager. It's because of the business model and because of the business. And most importantly, I trusted the process. I trusted the process, my people. So now I'm going to encourage you, for the ones who want to learn more about this amazing opportunity. The first thing is you will definitely watch a webinar. You can watch a webinar, 20 minutes long, that will give you more information about the business. Now, if you like what you hear after watching the webinar, then you can pay a refundable $149. That will give you all the blueprints about the business. When I say blueprint, that 149, it will give you access to our global, amazing business community. where you will see wonderful things that are happening that it might look too big, too good to be true, but you will see things that your eyes will pop and say, is this really real? That 149 will also break down our lucrative compensation plan of how we get paid as online business owners. And again, I'm reminding you, we get paid. We're doing what we're doing in the comfort of any location that we choose to. So even when we're at work, the business can still be running. And there's also going to show you how to accelerate your business and how much you can make. The 149 will talk about that business model that helps give the flexibility so that when you're working or when you're out with your family or you're going to doctor's appointments, the business can still run because of that tested and proven system that does 90% of the work for you so that you don't have to always be present. And most importantly, you will also learn about the partnering company that we are affiliated with. So you take a chance on yourself, and I encourage you, come and learn. Come and learn. Make your time on social media worthwhile. Make the money. But lead with the mission to serve people. Not everybody, because of course, this business is not for everybody, but for the ones who want change in their life. That's what the business is for, my people. For people who want change, who want growth. And again, I'm going to encourage you, use this time as you're working to invest in yourself, invest in your future, invest in your tomorrow. You might not have all the answers, you might not know everything, and that's okay. But the future can be bright. The time that you're putting into your job, just invest some time also, whether it's 1 hour or 2 hours. Invest your time, energy, and resources for your tomorrow to be great, for you to open the road to freedom, so that you're not limited to paycheck. I hope that this has enlightened some people. It has given you the fire. It has inspired you to know that there is a way forward and things can be better and it will be better. Not only just by praying to God, no, but you have to take action. Believe in yourself. Trust the process. You don't have to figure out anything because everything is there for you. Just take time to learn about the business and especially use your time as you're working to invest in yourself, and life will flourish and be great. Thank you so much, all of you who tuned in or who will catch this replay. Please enjoy your weekend intentionally and lead with God first. Take care. Bye.